What's going on, reefers? It is September 30th, 2025. It is my birthday. Got some balloons there. And I figured today what I might do is try to aquascape, put the sand in, put my rock work in, and, kind of play around with the design that I want in terms of where I want to place all my rocks. So it's going to be a little short video. Will I fill the tank up with water? That could be a possibility. I may try to start filling it up, or possibly this weekend or the next video I may end up doing it, but this is just going to be a short one, trying to get my aquascape together and try to maybe figure out, use my gimbal there to help me while I'm putting the rocks in, just use it as a tripod and just, so that way it can record. But first thing I need to do is get rid of all of this stuff in it. So let's take care of that. And just like that, power of editing, the tank is empty. All right, so I'll see you guys back in a couple of minutes. Let me try to get the rocks from the basement, bring them up here, try to place them around, and we will try to move them around and see what kind of design I feel like I have in today. Alright, so here are all of my rock works, and I'm thinking of doing this because all these rocks, I've basically had them laying out on this floor for like a year. I think I might take them outside, give them a rinse out, which would also help removing some of the dust from the rocks. So when I put them in the tank, it'll help with the cloudiness. So I think I'm going to do that. Wash them out and put them in the tank. So let's take care of that real quick, and then we'll put them in the tank. Look at all that sand coming out. Okay, so now I washed the rocks off. I brought a couple of, I don't know, some broken pieces that I still had left. You're probably wondering, I probably need more rock for the aquarium. I didn't put a lot. I kind of want more space for fish to swim, but I also know that I need to have hiding places for the fish, just in case, there's ever any bullying going on and I can remove one, and the fish can swim and hide. Sometimes, most of these yearly, they have these, the local reef gatherings where all the vendors get together and they have frag swaps and whatever. I can probably purchase, if I ever see a nice design that I like, an already completed aquascape, and just add it into the tank at a later time. Now, that may, throw off some of the parameters a little bit, but I think I'm not the best at, rock designing. Noise. Thank you. I'm not the best at aquascape. I bought this. I made this one, and I made this one, and I tried my best. That flat one, I like to put it somewhere. Maybe I still use it as a base on the floor. That way, maybe if I have some ganies, like this is like my little gani area, or torches. I'm not into sticks, so I like things that sway in movement. And I think that goes for most new reefers. They just like the movement. I'm not getting any zinnias or weird stuff that just takes over the tank, GSP or whatever. At first I did like it, but it came to where I learned throughout the time that those things just take over unless you put them on an island, but somehow spawning and whatnot can cause it to spawn another way. So what I'm gonna stick to is, torch, hammers, frog spawns, ganies. I like ganies. So we're gonna take it from there and let's start the time lapse and put in the stuff in here. All right, so this is kind of the scape that I've kind of went with. I got my pedestal, my arch, some caves over here and over here. I think I got about maybe 2 inches of sand out of the 2 bags. So the next video is going to be filling it up halfway, making sure it's still leveled, adding salt, and starting the Dr. Tim saltwater cycle. So with that being said, I'll see everybody on the next video. Thanks, guys.